Hello, today we are going to fix another device. Today I plugged my Apple G4 vintage computer, and instead of boot screen I hear a loud bang and a lot of magic smoke came out from the enclosure, and I backtrace the smoke coming from the power supply. This is what exploded, and as you can see, it's not in a great condition. I didn't clean it inside, so we are going to do our first opening. I believe there will be a broken capacitors, but I don't know the power supply. Maybe there will be some electrolytic one. I have no idea, and that looks very similar to the standard ATX power supply. We've got a standard Molex plug for the devices, so I hope in case we won't be able to fix this unit, that I'm going to be able to put a standard one, and let's try to look what might explode with a loud bang. And first of all, that looks like not a capacitor. I can see there is a black residue in that area. There is some device under that heatsink tubing, and what's the label? VDR 1. We need to, is that a varistor? I'm not sure. We've got a capacitors. I don't feel there are much. Varistor should not explode because they will trigger in case of high voltage spike, and I didn't hear any other devices having problem, so I don't think that's the main cause. The other capacitors on the low voltage section looks okay, nothing about. That's quite interesting. This is interesting because if varistor go bad, that my other devices in lab should be blown also. So I'm not that sure. I'm going to open this sleeve, and we are going to take a closer look. And yes, it made a bang. The one of the lid was completely open, and as you can see, it was like that, and I didn't see what's inside, but I just left that, and we've got exploded. I hope I will be able to read the value, and maybe that one will also have the same configuration. Maybe they're connected to the earth or between the two wires. I have to check that, but yes, we've got device that exploded, so maybe the rest will be okay. That fuse, that inline fuse looks very nice, as you can see. Very interesting. I'm going to pull it out. That looks very interesting, just like a metal would be deployed on the glass wall. Just looks, that's shining like a mirror. I never saw something similar. In most cases that will be just a black if there is high current deploy. And this is very interesting. Let's take a look at the value. in my fast 6.3 amp, no problem. I've got a spare one in that value, no problem whatsoever. We are going to replace that, and we are going to replace that to varistor, because the second one also look blown. I'm going to try to read the value, but first of all I have to remove the board. Okay, the board is lifted, and this is the section for the high voltage, and I didn't see any burn traces, which is really good. No burn marks, so maybe it will be working just after replacing the two elements. I'm going to unsolder them, and we are going to try to check the value. Okay, so I pull that two components, I've got them in my hand, but from that one I'm not totally able to read the value. Very good idea to encapsulate it in the heat shrink tubing. As you can see, that part and debris would go inside the device, and that contain the spread, that one exploded, but here, as you can see, very nicely contain that explosion and no part flowing inside. Very good idea. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to cut that one, and I hope we are going to read a value from that one. Okay, so I'm back after receiving package with my two new replacement varistors. As you can see, I put on top of them heat shrink tubbing, just like on the original one, because I very like the idea. And now I'm going to put them onto the board. I'm going to clean everything, and we are going to see if that helps. And after dusting, it starts looking quite nice. Now I'm going to replace the fuse, put the cover, and I'm going to try power it on, and we are going to see what will be the result. Okay, so I'm ready to try to power it on. I'm not going to put it inside the enclosure because I don't want to take it out in case it wouldn't work. Let's try connect it. No sound of exploding anything. I'm going to press the power, and we've got not nice noise, but that's fun on the graphic card. But why we do not have anything on the screen? No, we've got. So as you can see, the Apple computer is working again, and we've got a good fix. So yes, if your power supply does not turn on, you can try to check the varistors and the fuse, so that 3 components failed and we've got our device back to running. So thank you very much for watching, see you next time, and bye bye.